We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Till the killing of black men, black mothers' sons, is as important as the killing of white men, white mothers' sons. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. That which touches me most is that I had a chance to work with people, passing on to others that which has been passed on to me. To me, young people come first. They have the courage where we fail. And if I can shed some light as they carry us through the gale, we who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. The older I get, the better I know that the secret of my going on is when the reins are in the hands of the young who dare to run against the storm, not needing to clutch for power, not needing the light just to shine on me. I want to be one in the number as we rise against tyranny. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. I am a woman who speaks in a voice, and I must be heard. At times I can be quite difficult. I'll bow to no man's word. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Thank you. Thank
Well, we
you.
missed y'all.
Welcome. Thanks for sharing this evening with us. Our sage and comedian Ann Benson will opine on why she chose the next song to share.
Well, it's a story. It's always a story. So when I was 10, we were visiting my Uncle back in San Antonio, and it was the summer that both of my grandparents died, and we were there so Mom could deal with the estate. And after dinner, often Uncle Mac would haul out his guitar and sing for us. And the songs that he sang were like Ain't She Sweet and Smoke Gets in Your Eye, and songs that I did not hear on the radio. And there were great melodies and wonderful chord progressions, and I was just hooked. And Uncle Mac, I would not do this on my guitar, but Uncle Mac would let me hold his guitar. I was 10 years old, and just kind of pick things out, you know. At the end of the summer, he had glued back together this guitar and gave it to me so I could take home. The strings were like, you know, half an inch across over the, anyway, I had a 10-year-old with quite great calluses. But so a couple years later, when I was 12 or 13, my dad decided, and I'd been, you know, practicing hours and hours and hours with the door shut in my room. But when I was 10, my dad asked me to haul out my guitar and play for them, him and my mom. So I sang all 8 verses of Streets of Laredo. I don't know why, but he figured that I was going to keep going with this. So he got me out of school one day and took me down to the pawn shops in Deep Ellum in Dallas. And that's when I got a real guitar. It's just like the one that I've got here, and I still play it. And he said, $90 is a lot of money. Are you really going to keep playing? And here we are. And thinking about this just last week, I didn't really connect that grandparent grief with my love of sad songs. As you know, I love sad songs. And because when I was a kid, I would learn Long Black Veil, where the guy dies, and Old Blue, the dog dies, and Barbary Allen, both of the lovers die. So here's a song that's more wistful than sad, and nobody dies. I can see the place where I came from. I can hear those sounds right now. I can find the paths I used to run and believe I still know how. Then I shake my head, clearing my vision. I keep those scenes at bay, and I can see the place where I came from, slipping further and further away. And I can feel the way I used to feel when the world was small and green, and you sang a song of soft appeal, and I curled into my dream. And then I shake my head, clearing my vision. I keep those scenes at bay, and I can feel the way I used to feel, slipping further and further away. Time keeps moving faster and faster. I'm not losing track. Something's forgotten, so I keep looking back. Well, I can hear the songs you used to sing. I can swear I won't let go. You were strong and you knew everything. That was all I had to know. Then I shake my head, clearing my vision. I keep those scenes at bay, and I can hear the songs you used to sing, slipping further and further away, slipping further and further.
One of my favorite songs that's selected and sung by Chris Finn, our bass player and great singer, gives us a sentimental glimpse of how our lives used to be slower. And there is no better way to feel that wonderful slowness than riding on a real slow moving train. You go, girl.
1, 2, 3, 4.
a chat with a friend. You count the cows and chickens as you roll on your way. You read the Burma signs and understand what they say, 'cause it's a slow ride. So you can see the countryside. Now the Tennessee local, it's a smoky, pokey little train. A classy caboose. You count the cows and chickens as you roll on your way. You read the Burma signs and understand what they say, 'cause it's a slow ride. So you can see the countryside. Now the Tennessee local, it's a smoky, pokey little train. A smoky, pokey little train.
Hey, Kristen, go girl. Okay, how about some blues?
Well, we've established that I love sad songs, but I'm not that fond of being sad or making you sad. Like Garrison Keillor says, people are reluctant to pay money to be made miserable. Their children can do this for free. So the blues, they're about sad things, bad things, but I'm wondering if they aren't also an antidote to misery, or at least a palliative. Here's something that I saw printed on a napkin that has nothing to do with anything, but a while back, and I'm thinking, misery or antidote? You decide. I came, I saw, I forgot what I was doing, got distracted, and have no idea what's going on. Is this my cup? I have to pee. Here's two bluish songs that we tacked together. I don't know.
We just let her do what she's gonna do. There's no stopping her.
It only gets worse with age, I'm just saying. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Blues, stay away from me. Blues, why don't you let me bleed? Don't know why you keep on haunting me. Once I lived the life of a millionaire, spending all my money low like I didn't care. Spending my whole life a mighty good time buying bootleg liquor, fancy wine. Then I began to fall so low. Didn't have no money, no place to go. If I get my hands on $1 again, I'm gonna hang on to it till the eagle grins, 'cause nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny, and as
ask for friends. Well, you ain't got any. Then you get back on your feet again. And everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it's strange, without any doubt. There ain't nobody knows you when you're down and out. Stay away from me. Blues, why don't you let me be? Don't know why you keep on haunting me. Tears, so many I can't see. Don't mean a thing to me. Time goes by, still I can't be free. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it's strange, without any doubt. There ain't nobody knows you when you're down and out. I mean, when you're down and out.
Thank you. So I've been thinking about, and y'all probably already have too, also too, been thinking about us and them.
Us and them.
Us and them. Iris and I grew up in the South, so we learned early about us and them. And we've been working to dismantle the racism that we were raised with for a good long time. And I remember when I was in 8th grade, we took American history, and this was 1961. It was a centennial of the beginning of the Civil War, and we raced through the first 410 of history, of American history, and we got to the Civil War, and we parked ourselves there, and we learned us and them. And the very names still breathe grief. Antietam, or Bull Run, Shiloh, Vicksburg, Gettysburg, Chancellorsville, Chickamauga, Chattanooga, Appomattox. My mom's great Uncle Willie, true story, was a 16-year-old bugler on our side. And your mom's great Uncle Oscar might have been a 16-year-old bugler on their side. We think we live in uncivil times, and we do. But we have gotten through worse. Here's the theme song that Ken Burns chose for the Civil War documentary. Our friend Deborah is going to join us with her flute. We'll dedicate it to Uncle Willie and Uncle Oscar, and let's try to widen the circle of us. We have gotten through worse.
So I have come to realize that some of us may feel inadequate and unworthy from being taught that we're all sinners from birth. The Puritans were the first white settlers in America, and the Puritan doctrine of original sin from them continues to filter through many churches in America today. And out of that, there are multiple profitable industries in America based on the goals of self-improvement. So, like wear the right clothes, plastic surgery, hold your cup correctly, go to the right college, be a lady, which has too many questionable requirements, be a real man, which has made some men question the value of being gentle, empathetic, or tender, which is exactly what women like, so get a clue here. Okay? And in spite of being taught by actions or doctrine that we are all unworthy sinners, many of us focus on believing in our own natural, God-given goodness from birth. Actually, some religions teach this. Why do I like this song? Because it reflects my hope of my continuous improvement, but I'm not starting from the bottom of the well as a sinner.
That's the spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna grow and glow till I'm so plumb blue perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, lest I should become vain along the way. Well, I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday.
I'm gonna learn the best way to walk. I'm gonna search and find a better way to talk. I'm gonna spit and polish my old rough-edged self till I get rid of every single flaw. I'm gonna be the world's best friend. I'm gonna go over shaking everybody's hand. I'm gonna be the cotton-picking rage of the age. I'm gonna be a diamond someday.
Hey, I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna grow and glow till I'm so plumb blue perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, lest I should become vain along the way. I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna be a diamond someday.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, most of my close friends are feeling somewhat despondent regarding about the about face America has taken under the autocratic rule of our new administration. And as a former American history teacher, even I have to remind myself we have been through worse times, but we didn't live there. And, we live in here now, we're living through it. But we somehow came through it successfully over time, such as the 1930s Great Depression, World War I, World War II. Think about how our parents must have felt. We didn't know if we were going to win the war. FDR and Eleanor showed up as the nation's leaders to guide us through that horrific period. In our own time, people sitting here tonight remember seeing on TV the fire hoses tearing through protesters in the South regarding racial segregation. And out of that came Lyndon Johnson, who got the Civil Rights Act passed, turning this American pain towards social justice. Now, of course, those in charge are trying to reverse those rights, but we're not going to let that happen. In American folk music, there are so many inspiring songs about social justice, songs that give us strength to continue standing up to injustice, all the isms, racism, classism, sexism, anti-Semitism, homophobia-ism, all the isms. Folk music helps us change the isms into wasms. So the next song illustrates Martin Luther King's promise: the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got so down and troubled, I nearly lost my head. I started waking every morning, filled with sadness, fear, and dread. The world I took for granted was crashing to the ground, and I realized I might not live long enough to ever see it turn around. Oh, but then I got to thinking about the ones who came before, of all the sacrifices that they made to open up so many doors. Doors I got to walk through, on streets paid for me, by people who were working on a world they never got to see. Now I'm working on a world I may never see, joining forces with the warriors of love who came before and will follow you and me. I get up in the morning knowing I'm privileged just to be working on a world I may never see. I don't have all the answers to the troubles of the day, but neither did all our ancestors. They persevered anyway. When I see a little baby reaching out his arms to me, I remember why I'm working on a world I may never see. Now I'm working on a world I may never see. I'm joining forces with the warriors of love who came before and will follow you and me. I get up in the morning knowing I'm privileged just to be working on a world I may never see. I'm working on a world I may never see.
Kristen.
Well, as much as I love folk music, Iris has always favored gospel and country. And over the years, oh, I love that too. We've sung Jambalaya and Lovesick Blues by Hank Williams, Happy Trails by Dale Evans and Roy Rogers, and country songs like John Denver, like "Hey, it's good to be back home again." And the next song is a waltz, a country song that I've loved it ever since Iris and I sang it back in the early '80s in Dallas. And Debbie plays a real pretty instrumental break in it, and we hope you like it. It's called "Lay Down Beside Me."
I have spent my life looking for you, finding my way wasn't easy to do, but I knew there was you all the while, and it's been worth every mile. So lay down beside me, love me and hide me, and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. Mornings and evenings all were the same. There was no music till I heard your name. And I knew when I saw you smile, now I can rest for a while. So lay down beside me, love me and hide me, and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. So lay down beside me, love me and hide me, and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. And don't ever wander away. Ann and I just celebrated our 46th anniversary.
We were only 8 when we got together.
Oh, that makes a bigger problem.
Well, there's that.
Hope you don't post that on social
Oh,
media.
yeah, okay.
Our More Joy band announced last November that we would have a new CD album to share with you for today's concert. And here it is.
Just in time for your Memorial Day gift giving.
And we have it for those who may want a hard copy, who still have a CD player. I know I do. I know some of you do. And for those of you who've mastered the skill of buying music online, you can purchase this CD called Taking the Long Way Around, digitally online at iTunes or Spotify. But I wanted to thank Daryl Webb, who is here tonight, who helped us with this CD. He made this possible with his recording studio, his expertise, and his guidance. And I really think it turned out really well. So thank you, Daryl. And the lead song on it, Taking the Long Way Around, was done by the Chicks, the Dixie Chicks, and that seems to be the story of my life, so I really glommed onto that song. The next song we're going to do is called Big Boned Gal by K.D. Lang, and it has a way of making me feel special as opposed to feeling too big. By the way, K.D. Lang and I are the same height. I probably weigh more than she does. But in my immediate family of origin, large always meant better, as in bigger is better. I think McDonald's also has that slogan for their hamburgers, which is why we're all bigger. But however, being the tallest person in elementary school, both of the boys and girls, didn't seem like a plus. I literally stood out, and it was a little awkward. So I'm glad K.D. Lang wrote this song for all the proudly dancing tall girls that are here tonight. She was a big bone gal from southern Alabama. You just couldn't call her small. You can bet every Saturday night she'd be heading for the Legion Hall. Put her blue chains on and she curled her hair. Oh, she's been waiting all week. With a bounce and a step and a wiggle in her walk, she'd be swinging on down the street. You could tell she was ready by the look in her eye as she slipped in through the crowd. She walked with grace as she entered the place. Yeah, the big bone girl was proud. Now people would come from miles around, gather there to dance. But when the big bone gal came a shuffling in, she'd hold them in a trance. You could tell she was ready by the look in her eye as she slipped in through the crowd. She walked with grace as she entered the place. Yeah, the big bone girl was proud. Hey, hey, the big bone gal, ain't no doubt she's a natural. Shaking and a snaking and a breaking up across the floor. Hey, hey, the big bone gal, ain't no doubt she's a natural. Reeling and a rocking and she's yelling out for more. She was a big bone gal from southern Alabama. You just couldn't call her small. You can bet every Saturday night she'd be heading for the Legion Hall. You could tell she was ready by the look in her eye as she slipped in through the crowd. She walked with grace as she entered the place. Yeah, the big bone girl was proud. Hey, hey, the big bone gal, ain't no doubt she's a natural. Shaking and a snaking and a breaking up across the floor. Hey, hey, the big bone gal, ain't no doubt she's a natural. Reeling and a rocking and she's yelling out for more. She's yelling out for more. Thank you.
Well, our yoga teacher, Donna, is here tonight. Donna, are you here? Oh, yay. Oh, yay. And apparently she's a fool for 50s doo-wop music. And we have a kind of doo-woppy medley for her. A lot of the pop music in the 50s and 60s realized on relied on just 4 chords, illustrated by our classically trained pianist, Debbie Knapp. Debbie received rigorous traditional instruction on piano and theory since she was 5 years old. Her training emphasized the study and application of established techniques and styles within the discipline, so she is just the person to illustrate the 4 chords. Debbie, take it away.
Remember
Those
those?
are the 4 chords. Thank you, Deb.
Thank you.
So when I was learning songs in the 50s and 60s, those 4 chords were all I needed to play a ton of great doo-woppy songs. You can even play the songs all at once, as we will illustrate, God willing. You know these songs, so sing along if you dare. Dum dooby doo dum dum, comma dum dooby doo dum dum. Let's
Okay,
try that again.
All right.
Okay.
I was so excited.
They were about to join.
Yeah, really.
They were waiting for her though. Dum dooby doo dum dum, comma dum dooby doo dum dum, comma dum dooby doo dum dum. Breaking up is hard to do. Don't take your love away from me. Don't you leave my heart in misery. If you leave, I'll be blue. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do.
Remember when you held me tight and you kissed me all through the night? Think of all that we've been through, 'cause breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can't we give our love just one more try? Come on, baby, let's start anew. 'Cause breaking up is hard to dum dooby doo dum dum.
And I bet you remember this one. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Here's another one.
Blue
Dream, dream,
you
dream,
did just what I was there for.
Dream,
You
dream,
should be saying
dream, when
a
I
prayer
want
for
you.
someone
In my
I really
arms
could
when I
care
want
for.
you. And all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue in the night and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do
Is dream, 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 dream.
Sherry, baby.
Sherry, baby,
Sherry, won't you come out tonight?
come out tonight. Come out tonight.
Ooh, better ask your mama.
Sherry, baby,
Tell her everything is alright.
come out tonight. Come out tonight. Dum dooby doo dum dum. Come a dum dooby doo dum dum. Come a dum dooby doo dum dum. Breaking up is hard to do.
Thank you. Thank you. We're going to give you a 10-minute, 15-minute intermission to go, do your thing. And also, there's some CDs out there if you'd like to buy one. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
must pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears while we all sup sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, a sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more.
While we seek mirth and beauty and music light and gay, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, a sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more. Thank you. Thank you.
My dad used to tell a joke. This old couple was sitting on the porch next to each other, and she leans over and pats his hand and says, I'm proud of you. And he says, I'm tired of you too. My mom was not fond of that joke. So we've been playing with Chris for quite a few years now. So I'm accustomed to when she gives me the stink eye. Because if I screw up, and I have tonight, I don't know if you might not know it, she knows it, I know it, and she will give me the stink eye. Or in rehearsal, there's something just a little bit wrong, and I think it's her, and she thinks it's me, and we're doing this stink eye together kind of thing. And someday, I'm going to tell her, I'm proud of you. And I just hope she doesn't say, I'm tired of you too.
That'll never happen.
So here's Chris with a sassy song that we all love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I hear you talking, yes I do, but your talking don't ring true. I'm listening politely too, but I don't believe a word you say. I hear you talking, telling lies, I can see 'em in those great big eyes. I hear you talking wise, but I don't believe a word you say. You say I'm your honey love, that I'm all you're thinking of. I hear you talking down, but you ain't been fooling me. I hear you talking,
Miss Finn.
I'm proud of you.
She's the sassy one. We always give her the sassy songs because she sounds very convincing. Poor Dennis. Lucky Dennis, actually. The next song is Bad Moon Rising, and it was written in 1969. What a year. Let me refresh your memory. Part of it is our stuff, part of it is all of ours. Both Ann and I graduated from college in 1969. Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy had been assassinated. The Civil Rights Acts of 57, 64, 65, and 68 had passed, even though those rights are still being resisted today. The year before, in 1968, there were riots at the Democratic Convention. The Vietnam War was raging, and we had the first military draft since 1942. The first moon landing happened in 1969, and my grandfather went to his grave believing that it was just a Hollywood hoax. And then we had Woodstock. My parents finalized their divorce, and my college scholarships ran out in my senior year. In other words, all hell broke loose. But here we are. You and I survived that bad moon rising, and I see another bad moon rising, and we're going to survive it.
I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see those bad times today. Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I hear hurricanes are blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I fear the rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Hope you have got your things together. Hope you are quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for an eye. Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. There's a bad moon on the rise. There's a bad moon on the rise. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I've realized that some of the songs that we sing make you cry, make me cry, but they are not all sad songs. They just touch you. And I like this next song because of the way it's put together musically. I want to tell you about why I like it. The melody seems almost inevitable. It's like, let's see. Really simple, right? Never heard that tune. Where did that? Isn't it amazing that all these eons of music years, that tune has never been sung, I guess. Anyway, I love that, but I also love it that there's the chords support the inevitable tune, and then there's these two surprising chords that are kind of in the middle of it. So it goes you. I love it when there's a little bit of surprise in a song. Is that cool? I like it. And then you add the words, which is on the back of your programs. Would you turn the lights up and we can...
We always wanted to have a choir sing with us, but you have to pay attention to the instrumentals, so you don't want to sing during the two instrumentals. So I'll raise my hand when you're supposed to sing, okay? And you're going to love it, because I know you guys can sing.
So this is not a sad song. Oh, hello. It's so nice to see you all. This is not a sad song, but I think it's a deep song. So when you feel it, just sing along.
So, no, when I raise my hand, you sing along.
Okay.
Okay. We have these discussions all the time.
Okay. And she won. Okay.
So we're going to have an instrumental introduction of what the tune is, so you get it in your head. Then Anna's going to sing it by herself.
No, I do the first one.
Oh, okay, good. She's going to sing the first one, and then we're going to sing with her when I raise my hand,
We've
which will
actually
be the next one.
practiced this. You'd be surprised.
And it's very simple. You're going to love it. Okay,
Here
go
we
ahead.
go. Take it away.
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you
home.
You were great. You were great.
What a great choir, thank you.
We're going to make you sing again at the end. You're doing too good. Okay. So who could have predicted or expected that we would live in a time when marijuana would be legal, yet eggs from chickens would be sold on the black market during the shortage? I mean, it's crazy. And if you read last Sunday's Press Democrat, who here might be concerned that AI, as in artificial intelligence, could make such a big blunder as to say, the best carbohydrates are meat, dairy, and eggs? So maybe that's why it's called artificial intelligence. So we're going to have a chicken and egg song.
1, 2, 3, 4. One night, Farmer Brown was taking the air. He locked up the barnyard with the greatest of care. When in the hen house something stirred, he shouted,
Who's there?
and this is what he heard. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. Calm yourself, stop that fuss, because there ain't nobody here but us. We chickens try to sleep, and you butt in, and you hobble, 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 hobble with your chin. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. You're stomping around, and you're kicking the ground, and you're kicking up an awful dust. We chickens try to sleep, and you butt in, and you hobble, 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 hobble. It's a sin. Well, tomorrow is a busy day. We got things to do. We got eggs to lay, ground to dig, and worms to scratch. It takes a lot of satin getting chicks to hatch. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself and stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. And kindly point your gun the other way, and hobble, hobble, hobble off and hit the hay. Well, tomorrow is a busy day. We've got things to do. We've got eggs to lay, ground to dig, and worms to scratch. It takes a lot of satin getting chicks to hatch. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself and stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. And kindly point your gun the other way, and hobble, hobble, hobble off and hit the hay. Hey, boss man, what do you say? It's easy pickings. There ain't nobody here but us chickens.
Crispin.
I heard about a woman who was abandoned as a baby. She was adopted. She's only met her mother once. She had been addicted to drugs and alcohol before she was a teenager. She ran away at 15 and became homeless. And what do you think she did? What do you think you would have done? What do you think I would have done? She eventually found sobriety and started writing songs in her early 30s, drawn to music as a way to express her experiences and to heal from her trauma. She's worked with organizations like Songwriting with Soldiers to create songs with veterans, sharing their stories and perspectives. If anybody knows firsthand about mercy, it's Mary Gauthier, and here's her song, Mercy Now.
My father could use a little mercy now. The fruits of his labor fall and rot slowly on the ground. His work is almost over, it won't be long, he won't be around. I love my father, he could use some mercy now.
My brother could use a little mercy now. He's a stranger to freedom, shackled to his fear and his doubt. The pain that he lives in is almost more than living will allow. I love my brother, he could use some mercy now. My church and my country could use a little mercy now. As they sink into a poisoned pit, it's gonna take forever to climb out. They carry the weight of the faithful who follow them down. I love my church and country, they could use some mercy now.
Every living thing could use a little mercy now. Only the hand of grace can end the race toward another mushroom cloud. The people in power, they'll do anything to keep their crown. I love life, and life itself could use some mercy now. know we don't deserve it, but we need it anyhow. We hang in the balance and dangle between hell and hallowed ground. And every single one of us could use some mercy now. Every single one of us could use some mercy now.
Thank you. We're going to lift the joy a little more now that we've made you sad. Okay, Chris, it's your turn.
Well, it's true. The rumors are true. I like funny songs. But in my own defense, I have to explain that when I was a child, my mother used to love singing in the car when we'd take long rides. And in the glove compartment, she had a book of parody lyrics to familiar tunes that she would drag out and teach us all these crazy songs. There's one in particular that she loved that is permanently embedded in my brain, and it goes like this. I wear my pink pajamas in the summer when it's hot. I wear my flannel nightie in the winter when it's not. And sometimes in the springtime and sometimes in the fall, I jump right in between the sheets with nothing on at all. So, you know, my propensity to enjoy funny songs comes naturally. And in fact, I have friends here to blame. There's a fellow in the front row who loves writing funny songs that we would sing together. And I have another friend who would pick out funny songs for me from the radio shows that I would sing. So there's no getting around it. So I have to say that we have a great time putting songs together. And Anne brought this next song to the band, and we were trying to decide who was going to sing which verse, and we kind of made some decisions, and we practiced, and okay. But then the next time we met, Anne said to me, you know, Chris, I really think this is your song. It's a funny song, it should go to you. Do you want to sing the whole thing? And that was a real easy decision for me to make. So this song is, yeah, kind of funny. I thought I had to take the page out. No, all I had to do was turn it.
That sounds like an old lady. Me. I forget that too.
1, 2, 3, 4. I want to be an old lady, drive a big old car, get away with going 30 in a 75 just because of who I are. I want to grow hydrangeas, spend all day in the yard. I want to be an old lady, drive a big old car. I want to be a grandmama, carry a big is done. I'll ramble on about the good old days to whomever will listen. I want to be an old lady, eccentric and bizarre. I want to be an old lady, drive a big old car. I want to be an old lady.
Crispin. If you need somebody to lift your spirits, you just need to talk to Chris. So sometimes I wonder how all of us here have somehow successfully managed the many, many emotional highs and lows we've experienced in our lifetime, in family, careers, friendships, but somehow we did it, and we keep doing it. Over time, I personally have learned that doing what I thought was right at the time, regardless of how it was going to be received, is part of being true to oneself and can have both good and bad consequences. And only the passing of time reveals the result of those prior life decisions. Made famous by Linda Ronstadt, this song is just, in a few words, captures the emotional roller coaster we all ride throughout our life.
Tempo.
I've been higher than the high Sierra, lower than Death Valley must be. I've been right, mostly wrong, wrong about you, right about me. The way I feel, I can't explain. So much passion turned to pain. The sun still shines most of the time. Did you know the sun shines when it rains? I've been higher than the high Sierra, lower than Death Valley must be. I've been right, mostly wrong, wrong about you, right about me. I've been cussed at and I've been praised, and I've been nothing these days. But I'll come back, in time we'll see if I'm wrong about you, right about me.
Thank you. So, Peter, Paul, and Mary wrote this song, made this song, I'm sorry, Laura Nyro wrote it, but made this song famous in 1966. It's called When I Die. And I brought this to the band knowing that Ann loves sad songs. I thought, she's going to like this. She said, why did you choose this? I said, I thought you liked songs about people dying. Well, not when it's me.
I don't want to hear about when I die.
Many of my close friends and peers who are elders like myself are kind of worried about the next generation, whether or not they're going to take up the mantle of preserving our democracy and the earth itself before it's too late. And this song is a hopeful reminder that when I die, there will be one child born to carry on. It's upbeat, it's hopeful, it's full of energy, and it helps me believe that the next generations do want to save our democracy and protect the earth from our misbehaving selves. And when I die, and when I'm dead, dead and gone, there'll be one child born and a world to carry on. There'll be one child born to carry on. I'm not scared of dying, and I don't really care. If it's peace you find in dying, well then let the time be near. If it's peace you find in dying, when dying time is here. Just bundle up my coffin, 'cause it's cold way down there. And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born and a world to carry on. There'll be one child born to carry on. My troubles are many, they're as deep as a well. I can swear there ain't no heaven, but I pray there ain't no hell. Swear there ain't no heaven, pray there ain't no hell, but I'll never know by living, only my dying will tell.
Yes, only my dying will tell.
And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born and a world to carry on. There'll be one child born to carry on. Give me my freedom for as long as I live. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me. And all I ask of dying is to go naturally. And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born and a world to carry on. There'll be one child born, coming as I go, and a world to carry on. There'll be one child born to carry on. Thank you.
Well, we thought we'd send y'all out into the world again with a lullaby. And if we can get the lights up, you get to sing too with our lullaby. And we'd love to sit you out in the world again with one of our CDs just in time for your traditional Memorial Day gift giving. There's always 4th of July, just saying.
So we'll do the same thing. When I raise my hand, you will sing along. We have a couple of wonderful instrumentals, so let's start. And we thank you very much for coming. a ship in the harbor, like a mother and child, like a light in the darkness. I'll hold you a while. We'll rock on the water. I'll cradle you deep and hold you while angels sing you to sleep. Like a ship in the harbor, like a mother and child, like a light in the darkness. I'll hold you a while. We'll rock on the water. I'll cradle you deep and hold you while angels sing you to sleep. Like a ship in the harbor, like a mother and child, like a light in the darkness. I'll hold you a while. We'll rock on the water. I'll cradle you deep and hold you while angels sing you to sleep. We want to thank Oakmont Lifelong Learning for sponsoring tonight's More Joy concert. We also want to thank our sound engineers, Robert and Peter, for doing a great job, as always. And we thank our wonderful guest flute player, Deb Ray. I personally want to thank our band members, Chris, Finn, Deb Knapp, and Ann Benson, for the joy that they bring me and our community by being part of this band. Sleep well tonight, knowing you have friends and family who care about you. One more time. Everybody. Like a ship in the harbor, like a mother and child, like a light in the darkness. I'll hold you a while. We'll rock on the water. I'll cradle you deep and hold you while angels sing you to sleep. Good night, everybody. We hope to see you in November at our next concert. Thank you very much. It's been a great audience.